your church, build your church, build it from the ground up. It's your church, build your church, build your church, build it from the ground up. Build your church. I've got confidence.
I am Albert Jatu Wana. I come from Kaliu. I live in Wa, which is the regional capital of the Upper West region, situated in the western corner of the northern part of Ghana. We live within the 1040 window. I've been planting churches since 1989, but it was only in 2016 that we got introduced to unreached people groups, and that kind of boosted our church planting efforts. Right now, we are into 40 villages with 79 house churches and a total number of 1,600 people on a very good Sunday. And so that is what we do here.
This year, as a part of our annual International Harvest Campaign, we have the opportunity to give to an outstanding ministry that is reaching our world for Christ, Next Generation Ministries International, or NGMI for short. I became involved with NGMI about 10 years ago. After being inspired by Pastor Todd's sermon series, The Village, a few women from my Bible study group decided to attend the International Conference on Missions, or ICOM, and we had the specific goal of finding a mission point where we could all serve together. So an invitation to pray for the Walla, written across a t-shirt, became our introduction to Pastor Albert and Pastor Emmanuel Tete, or as we affectionately called him, Pastor T. Our unlikely group of 8 women became their first mission team, and we were dubbed the Walla Girls. Today I want to share with you how my life was impacted by serving in Ghana, Africa, alongside Pastor T and this amazing group of women. Pastor T was a peaceful and joyful person. He didn't just have a prayer life, he lived a life of prayer. We often felt like our van became a church service of praise and prayer as we traveled to the different remote villages in Ghana. Pastor Albert and Pastor T were able to attend ICOM that same year in Indianapolis. And while there, on the exhibit hall floor in between sessions, Pastor T and several of us were talking about prayer. I shared with him some of the struggles I had in my own prayer life and my desire to deeply abide with Christ and to learn true intercession. Pastor T offered a prayer for me in that moment that I believe God continues to use in my life. He prayed over me that I would become a praying woman of God. A short 8 months later, we learned that Pastor T had unexpectedly passed away. It turns out that on that same day, I was meeting with Pastor Todd, who was sharing with me his vision for a growing prayer ministry, maybe even a staff position at some point in the future. A career change from human resources to ministry was a big consideration, but I found myself just sitting there dreaming of the possibilities if I accepted this invitation to join in God's work through prayer. And I'm humbled to be serving in my 3rd year as a prayer and advocacy minister, and thrilled to be a part of a church that prioritizes prayer enough to have a staff position dedicated to it. Pastor T was asked to describe the Walla Girls with one word, and he said committed. He explained that he felt we had seen the vision of God's plan and acted on it. And I think that's what God is asking from all of us, to see His vision and act on it. I'm praying that each of us will give as we are able to help support NGMI in November so that this mission can continue to be active and grow. 5 new churches, 5 new pastors focused on reaching the unreached. Let's embrace God's vision for using us as a part of His mission to draw every person back to Him through Jesus Christ for all of eternity.